I'm Joy D'Angela, and I got next.
What it do, SLT Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Life Talk. You got next, a series where we comb the globe and we find amazing, phenomenal, outstanding people who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And we landed another big shark. And we got Dallas, Texas' very own Joy D'Angelo, NBA personality, has stopped by and is joining the set. How you doing today, Joy?
Hold on, B. Jones. Could you say her name again?
Joy D'Angela. What did I say?
You said D'Angelo.
Man, that's that song in my head. You know, D'Angelo. You know,
oh
in my head.
My God.
So do you want to do that again?
Roll it, brother. This is for the people, by the people, for the people. We got Joy D'Angela in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited to have her. This is gonna be an outstanding show. If my brother over here hadn't spoiled it for you already, I am the mouth of the South, B. Jones. I'm rocking the mic here with KT, the head coach. How you doing, Kev?
Man, I'm putting all my money on the Phoenix Suns tonight.
Yeah.
All of it? Every bit of it?
No, I ain't got that much. I'm trying to do so much.
Hey, I don't know, because backstage she told us a story about the guarantee button. So I don't know. I don't know if you need to. I don't know if you need to put your money on the Suns tonight. But listen, we want to tell everybody out there, thank y'all for checking out the channel and rocking with us. If this is your first time tuning in, Kevin and I, we have a little bit of a favor to ask of you. Our mission right now, per YouTube restrictions, we have to get 1,000 subscribers. So we are challenging you with showing us some love and support, because we love doing what we do and we couldn't do it without you. And we want to show you how much appreciation. So on the count of 3, in tradition, we want everybody out there to smash that subscribe button. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Did you hear the dings, Kev? I heard all the dings, all the bells, emails coming in left and right. I'm so excited about the growth that we are experiencing. If you did hit that subscribe button, first and foremost, thank you. And second off, now you just got first class tickets to all kind of amazing content. Kevin and I, we drop the You Got Next series every Thursday and Sunday. New shows premiere. We have shows sprinkled out sometimes. And then we got a live show that goes on Wednesday, and you will now be notified with that. So now that we got the unpleasantness out of the way, we can get into the pleasantness. We can get into the beautiful, multi-talented, all-world published model, NBA personality, host of her own YouTube channel and podcast. And I checked out some of the shows. She's talking to some big names out there, ladies and gentlemen. Social influencer herself, Joy D'Angela is in the building.
What's up, everybody? How are y'all?
Look at, I knew all we had to do was turn the mic over to you. You was gonna let us have it. I already saw the energy. I said, hey, I might have met my match with energy today because Joy gonna bring it. All right, Joy. So you got a beautiful smile. I love the energy.
Thank you.
But we can't just turn over the mic without. We got principles to this thing, right?
Okay.
So in keeping up with tradition, I got to get my brother KT to take you through initiation. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's
go, Kev.
All right, Joy. So to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 hip hop artists.
Number 1, Pac. That's number 1. Number 2, this is not in order, but I would have to say Meek Mill. I love Meek Mill. Number 3, Kanye. Number 4, yes, I love Kanye. Number 4, Lauryn Hill. And number 5, I would say, I would probably say Jay-Z. Probably Jay-Z, number 5.
Hey, I do want a question, though. As far as Kanye, you're the first person that has said Kanye and not giving us the pre-Kim K Kanye. So are you predating your Kanye, or is it just all Kanye stuff? Even if Kanye come out with a track next week, I'm on.
I love all of Kanye. I really do. I do. I love all Kanye. Now, I will say I think his best music was pre-Kim Kanye, but I feel like he still puts out great music even now. I love the gospel album. I love before that, all of them. I love all of them. So, yeah.
Okay. So what are your favorite sports teams?
My favorite team is the Miami Heat. That's my first team. And my favorite player is Russell Westbrook. So I would have to say the Wizards for right now, even though I hate them. But, the Wizards, Miami, those are my teams. Now, as far as football goes, I don't have a team just yet. Because the Cowboys, I can never be a fan of Cowboys. They freaking suck. And I feel like the fans are just delusional. I feel like the fans are delusional, and I feel like I feel like their window has passed. So it is what it is. I feel like people like literally have like died, had kids, had a whole family, and they still ain't win a championship yet. So I feel like it's time to move past that.
Shots fired.
I'm guessing he's a Cowboys fan.
I almost walked off the set.
Joy, he died hard Cowboys. Oh my, Joy, you know what's so funny? Because I get into it with Cowboy fans all day. I'm a New Orleans Saints fan, just so you know. So if you got some shots for the New Orleans Saints, you can just hold them till we get off the set. All right, but I talk to these Cowboy fans. And the first thing they say, "How many rings y'all got? How many rings?" I'm like, you know what? I can appreciate that. Congratulations on having a historical franchise. Now, y'all won that ring. I was in 9th grade.
Yes, I wasn't even alive yet. People that died had kids, still no rings.
Well,
literally.
Man, I was around for 3 of them, so y'all get off my team's back. We're moving on. This is over. All right, Joy. So,
I guess I didn't make the initiation. I guess
you working towards it. You just on my side of the family.
Golly, the way you just dogged the Cowboys. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero is the Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
Yes, Wakanda forever. And even though, okay, I'm trying to think of a good because you're gonna ask me the next question with what you said was the song, my anthem song. So my anthem song is hard because I want to say Brown Skin Girl, but that's technically not for a guy. So I would probably say, dang, that's tough.
Now remember, it's not necessarily for a guy.
It could be for anybody.
Like, yeah, you're the Black
Panther.
Panther.
Okay, well, I'm saying Brown Skin Girl because I love by Beyonce. I love that song. Like, I love it. So I would say Brown Skin Girl.
And it's Beyonce featuring Blue Ivy, right?
Yes,
she on the track too. So you
yes, Blue Ivy. Put some respect on her name, Blue Ivy.
Now, do you think they should recast the Black Panther and keep the series going, or should they just let it go?
I feel like they have to do it the right way. Because I mean, obviously, like I feel for one, this is what I'll say. I think they should write his character off. I think Chadwick, he killed it. Let it just be that.
Yes.
Now you can come out with more Black Panthers, but don't recast for that. You gotta write him out of the movie in some way and let his sister cook. And if you're gonna bring anybody back, try to write back Michael B. Jordan in some type of way. Try to write him back in the movie, and I think that would be dope.
We kindred spirits. Just say, hey, we healed him, and we gave him the responsibility. He's blood. He technically he was heir to the throne, so he has the king's blood.
Exactly. And I think Chad would have liked that. I don't think he would have had a problem with it. So that's what I feel like they should do.
And make millions of dollars in the process.
Right.
Everybody gonna watch Michael B. Jordan be blood.
Exactly.
Well, B. Jones, this is probably like the first time in our history that I really didn't want to initiate somebody into the family. but being the forgiving man I am, Joy, welcome to the SLT family.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Joy, welcome to the family. You're going to be on my side of the family reunion, all right? So you can sit at my table, most definitely. Now, you from the Dallas, Texas area. Shout out. That's what's up. I didn't know you were from the Dallas, Texas. We just saw you so active on social media, and you know, me and Kev, we just the little kids from our hometowns, and we just trying to do our thing and come up. And we saw you, and we was like, man, that's what we need to be. So we tagged you. We were like, hey, Joy, can you come show us some love? And you was all over it. But now, first and foremost, how does one become an NBA personality? How did that come about? How did you grow so much love for the NBA to where you knew you wanted to, do this full time?
So I've literally watched like basketball my entire life. Been watching it since I was a kid. And so I was just a fan first when I first started watching it. But as time went on, I kind of just started getting more and more serious about it. And then I started to, are y'all familiar with 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐬 at all? The Instagram page, 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐬 TV, is like a music blog. Well, he went to school in Arlington, but he's from Philly, and he has like I think like 1 million or 2 million followers on Instagram. He's like a music blog. He's a music blog, and he's put on different rappers, like a lot of different rappers from Dallas and everything else. And he's interviewed people and everything. So I was dating him for a few months, and when I met him, he was just like saying, "You need to start your own Instagram. Like, you need to start your own Instagram. You need to get on there, and because you know basketball really well, you're entertaining. You play video games, so you should hop on." And I said, "Well," he got like, at the time, he had like 400,000 followers. So I said, "All right, bet, I'll try it. We'll see what happens." And so I did it, and it ended up working. I slowly grew a fan base. So I've been doing this for about 3 years now, about 2.5 years and some change. And now I'm here. So it was consistency. It was, I still work a 9 to 5. So coming back from my 9 to 5 and diving straight into basketball and Instagram, like no breaks, just dive into it. I did like a lot of research on the algorithm on Instagram, trying to figure out the best way to grow my page and everything else. And I got it it's figured out pretty well. So just a lot of hard work.
Backstage.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We struggling.
So Joy, what system do you play?
I play PS4. I play PlayStation. Okay. I do want to get a PS5 soon. I play 2K. I love 2K, but back in the day when I was a kid, I would play James Bond and NBA Ballers and NBA Jam and Get Ready to Rumble. I played all of that, but I was cold at James Bond. I was cold at that.
Now I want to let you know, Joy, you just stole Kevin's heart. Kevin and I, we play video games, but Kev he on it every day. So you just want a little bit of love with Kev. So I just want to let you know you are no longer in the doghouse. when you said video game, wait, when you watch this, you go look back. When you said video games, Kevin was like, "Huh? Excuse me? Say that again."
Yeah.
So why aren't you telling yourself? Because you did the same thing. Why is it always me?
Why you work? I mean, just don't even. Just right now, I'm talking to Joy, man.
Just so you can say, "Hey, me and Kev, you should have seen our face
because
you said
play
video
more
games."
Than me, and because I can't see myself, Kev. I was looking at you.
Yeah, but you did the same thing. I noticed you. Okay, let's keep going. I'm sick of you already.
Joy, we do this every day, all day.
I can tell.
Now, so you're from the DFW area. So what was it like for you growing up? It sounds like you kind of got some humble beginnings there. Like, you put in the work to get the check.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I get. So when you mean a humble beginnings, do you mean like as far as like my high school?
I'm talking about your mindset. Mindset. Like you're not big. Like you were dating somebody. Like you said 𝐦𝐸𝐬𝐬, like that was just somebody else.
His name is Sean. Yeah, his name's Sean Kai. That's his real name. But yeah, he.
You seem like you down to earth. That's what I mean. Like.
Oh, okay.
You don't seem like you're big. You're not bigger than the game itself right now. You seem like you kind of keeping it close to vest.
Well, I think it had a lot to do with the way I was raised. I have 7 brothers and sisters. So, and my parents have been married for 30 plus years. It's all from the same mom and dad. It's 4 boys and 4 girls. And so I kind of just I was raised kind of knowing it wasn't all about me. And even when, I developed a fan base, I kind of have like bigger things in mind, like bigger goals, like taking care of my family. So I don't let my ego get in the way of my goals. So, and I look at, like different people, and I feel like egos don't really help you in the long run. They just make things more complicated. Like people don't want to be treated like they're beneath you. Like your followers, your fans, they don't want to be treated like that. So you're just hurting yourself by developing an ego. So I never understood that. And so once I realized that was a thing, I just never did that. But, and also like I ran track for Cedar Hill.
Okay.
And I ran track. Yeah, like I ran track. And so just, I always had like a selfless mindset. I played sports. So I always had like the mindset of, being selfless and knowing that it's not all about me. So that's pretty much, I guess, how I developed that.
Now what? Now are you in the middle of the 7 kids, the upper end or the lower end? Were you one of the younger ones or the older ones? And out of the 7 kids?
Yeah. So I'm number 6. I'm number 6. I'm sorry. I had to think.
No,
I'm number 6.
That's a lot of counting you had to do. So
yeah.
so you had to tail in. So you one of the younger ones. So you could have been spoiled though. You could have got away with everything. Mom and dad have seen everything. I mean, it depends, but you probably had some older siblings that was like, hey, Joy, you got to go wash the dishes. Go wash the dishes. We ain't gonna let you ruin it for everybody.
That is true. This is what I'll say. I was spoiled to a certain extent, but not financially. So for example, like my dad's a pastor and he's married. My mom been married for about 30 plus years. But my dad, he wanted my mom to be able to be there for the kids. And so he told her that she didn't have to work. And so in a way, when you're in a whole household, but only one income's coming in, then, America's built on two income households now.
Yep.
But so we kind of suffered financially because of that, because she was home, but we had to pay the price for that financially. So I kind of struggled, from growing up. We always struggled, a lot. But I was spoiled at the same time because I had my mom at home and I had cooked dinner every night. So I felt like in a way I was spoiled, in a way I wasn't. So
you were surrounded by love.
Yeah.
But pastors pay. People don't realize. People say you got to pastor that. Man, pastors don't get paid a lot of money, and y'all was splitting that thing through 9 heads. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of stretch. That's a lot of stretch on one check. Hey, so what about cousins and stuff? Did you have a lot of cousins come around? Because I'm just trying. I have about 5 cousins, and we clicked tight. It was just me, my brother, my 5 cousins, and I'm imagining just living in the household with 7 people, having cousins coming through. Oh my goodness, the games, the fun.
Like I said, I feel like the way I was raised, I was forced to be selfless because I came from both of my parents have huge families. My mom, she has 15 brothers and sisters on her side, and my dad has 9 brothers and sisters on his side. So I have tons of cousins, I have tons of nephews and nieces, I have tons of aunts and uncles. So there's always, my family reunions look like a freaking concert, like literally.
F-O-E, like that. Family over everything. Look at you. That's crazy. All right. So now, do you get a lot of support from the fam on what you do though? As all of these new, because you're taking a different route than most people take, right? So I know you probably had some friction when you brought that concept home to a pastoral father.
Yeah, because I dropped out of college. I dropped out of college. Okay. Yeah, I dropped out of college because the thing is this. It wasn't because of Instagram, but college isn't for everybody. And I feel like if you have a goal, there's never a certain way to get to that goal. A lot of people think that in order to interview somebody or to have a podcast or to be big in sports, you have to have a degree, and you really don't, especially now. And the thing is, look, if college is for you, that's great. It's going to help you in the long run. But if it's not for you, you can still get to that goal without it. And so I had a cousin, and he said, I wanted to do what you do, but I don't have a degree. And he told me that about 3 years ago. And it kind of discouraged me because I was like, dang, I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. But I did. And now he's saying, dang, I'm so proud of you. Like now I see that I can do it too. So, but as far as support goes, and the friction, I got a lot of friction when I first started off. A lot of friction. Imagine. Because like I said, I flunked out of college. Because the main reason why I flunked, because I was kind of forced to go. My dad is also a teacher, so he's a teacher and a pastor. And my mom has her. Even though she's a stay-at-home mom, she has her degree in education as well. So they're big on education. But when I first graduated, they kind of forced me to go to college, but I wasn't ready because my parents are older as well. Like my dad's 60, and my mom my dad's 63 and my mom is 60. And so they're not really too hip on social media. They don't know how it works and how it can change your life, but now they do. So it was friction at first, but now I'm supported pretty well now.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna blame the college dropout on Kanye West.
Yeah, that was perfect. I was like,
because we talked about Kanye. All right,
right.
Keep up. B. Jones be doing this thing, man.
So
right.
Joy, So let me get it.
Go ahead, Kev. You know already called me out twice.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you can interview anybody past or present, who would it be?
Oh, Russell Westbrook for sure. Russell Westbrook. And it was Kobe. But he did pass away. But yeah, my next one is Russ and Michael Jordan. Those two guys for sure. And this is very, very random, but Michael Beasley. It's very random because Michael Beasley, I've interviewed so many people, so many basketball players about, and they always bring up Michael Beasley, and they always said, he's so good. Like, people don't understand how good he is, and they compare him to Michael Jordan, and they said he's really good, but mentally, whatever he's doing, whatever is holding him back, he just can't get it together. And I'm like, bruh, somebody that good that players are vouching for, I want to know what's going on with him. So
yeah, Beasley in his high school years was unreal. I mean, right? Yeah, it was like if you was in basketball AAU circles, you knew about Beasley. I mean, right. and that dude, that was the truth. I mean, I think at K-State he was putting up ridiculous numbers. Yeah, when he won at Naismith. So Beasley been that dude for a while. But you're right though, there's been some behavioral issues or mental health issues that has kind of kept him away from his goals. So
exactly.
All right, so I know that you're all into the NBA. I'm pretty sure you follow some WNBA, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's take it back to the Final Four from last year. What were your feelings about Adia Barnes and Dawn Staley making history by becoming the first two African-American coaches to make it at the Final Four at the same time?
I think it honestly is super dope. I feel like Black women in general, like in sports, we still haven't made it over the hump yet. I feel like now, obviously, like Black men, like they dominate NBA. You can't dominate the NBA with a different race because it's too many of them for one. But to have like coaching wise, even now in the NBA, it's not many Black coaches, and it's kind of similar to this year with Monty Williams and Tyronn Lue and
Nate McMillan.
It was.
Yeah, but he was there.
But yeah, it's super dope to see, and it's beautiful. It was definitely beautiful to see. But I love seeing stuff like that. I really do. It's super inspiring, and I feel like more of it needs to happen. But situations like this, like we're in now and last year, that's what's gonna make it happen more. So hopefully they keep it up.
I bet Indiana feels so stupid.
They do. They definitely do.
Like, wow, bro. You had the good coach. You just needed to get this man some tools, give him some resources.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and it's Indiana. I mean, come on.
A small market.
All right, Joy. Yeah. So I know you've seen the movie Love and Basketball, correct?
Of course.
Okay. So I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
So let's pretend that you're Monica Wright. Is there a Quincy McCall in your life?
Me said what? You said what?
Do you have a Quincy McCall in your life?
Okay, so you could say that. And then the funny thing is, he does exactly what I do. We do the exact same thing. He just does on a bigger scale. But yes, there is one. We're not officially together, but dang near that. Yeah. So, but yeah.
So I guess we can't get a name, huh?
No.
I was waiting on it. I mean,
he
blowing
up. The thing is like that he's another big name in social media, and we're in the exact same industry. And our followers, every time we get on live, like, first of all, I don't even say we were together yet, so y'all need to calm down. But yeah, he's definitely there. But I'm still single, not married or anything, nothing like that. But yeah, there is somebody there.
We want to break the tea right here on SportsLifeTalk. We want to take it to the street.
No. All we got to do, B. Jones, remember, she said they go live. So,
okay.
All right. We're going to catch a live episode.
All right. Hey, so let me ask you this question. Kev asked about Adia Barnes and Dawn Staley. You know what? I want to talk about what Atlanta Dream did. You know, they brought the first all-female broadcast booth, sideline, everything black. You heard me?
Right.
How does that make you feel, knowing that that's kind of your lane, to see people that identify with you and look like you, who are getting these opportunities in which we've never seen it at this type of level before?
Right. I think, like I said, I think it's dope. It's kind of crazy because someone told me, they're like, Joy, they said you got to keep working because like the climate that we're in right now, you could blow up and be really big because they're giving a lot of minorities opportunities and stuff like that. Even, you know,
I said finally.
Yes, finally, right? But like even looking at our vice president, Kamala Harris, you know, from that to, you know, and then look at who's dominating. Like we're literally dominating everything. You got Sha'Carri Richardson dominating in track right now. You got Simone Biles, Naomi Osaka's, she's mixed, she has black in her. So it's just like and then there's another girl, a swimmer, who is it's like every
Simone
single
Manuel.
Yeah, every single like area we dominate in, and it's for a reason because we're dope. That's why. So I love to see it, and I hope it keeps happening for real.
We run rapping, we run dancing.
Hey,
exactly.
We get some more. Hey, we get some more skating rinks around here. Shoot, we're gonna be on that too. So y'all better watch out. For real.
All right, well,
let's get to the championship rounds,
I know, man. It's that time. All right, you all right, Joy? You having a good time? Because we got to keep the party going. We're going to reverse the roles a little bit, okay?
Yes,
so we're going to put you on a little bit of the Sports Life Talk hot seat, and you have now entered into championship rounds. Have you ever played the game Would You Rather? Would you rather?
Yes, I played that before.
That Louisiana came out of me. I'm sorry. I said that super fast. All right, so basically the rules of the game are very simple. I'll give you an option. Kev will give you an option. You have to choose one of those statements. You can't change or manipulate the statement. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. One of us will expand on what we are trying to say. And the first host to get 2 correct, or the best out of 3, will win this episode of Championship Rounds. All right, you got any questions?
Okay, wait. So can you explain it one more time?
All right. She working me today. Goodness.
I'm about to, because I got it, but I didn't. So one more time.
Now, we're going to give you 2 options. I'm going to say a statement and Kev will say a statement. All you have to do is just whichever one of those statements most touch your heart, you select one of those statements, okay?
Okay, bet.
But you can't create this, like, you know, sometimes people are like, well, if this happens, that's going to happen. The whole point is to make it difficult, all right? So if you start creating facetious stuff around it, then of course, I mean, anything can happen in this world, but stay as close as we can to these statements, and then that'll stay true, okay? If you got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask us, though, okay? Because people always say, hey, repeat that, or what did you mean by this? Hey, trust me, we get into it. But this is something very serious. And me and Kev, we take it very serious. As a matter of fact, right now, the score, if you've been keeping up with us, is 21-18. Kevin is on a hot streak. I don't know how he's doing it, Joy. I think he's paying the people off. But I invited you to the show.
Right.
I don't root for the Dallas Cowboys, so I'm expecting a little bit of love on this one. All right, Kev, it's your show, sir.
I don't like this. All right, so Joy, would you rather be a sideline reporter for one NBA All-Star game or
be a sideline reporter for 5 WNBA finals?
I'm going with the finals for 4.
5 of them?
Yeah, 5.
Bing. That's 1 point. Mouth to the South. I'm feeling bullish. Let's go. I don't even want to talk about it. You ain't even got to tell us why. Let's just keep the party rolling. All right, Joy D'Angela. Would you rather get your own unrestricted shoe deal from another company or
have Jordan give you a lifetime supply of Jordans with an endorsement deal?
I'm going with the Jordans. Hands down.
Unrestricted, no. We got the unrestricted. Hey, everything unrestricted.
But I can use the money from my Jordan endorsement and invest into my unrestricted brand.
Yeah, that's fair.
B. Jones, why did you make her explain that when you
best
lost?
Of both worlds.
You didn't want her to, see?
Best of both worlds.
Because I need this win, Kev. I mean, I'm down a lot right now. Hey, the fans out there rooting for the Mouth of the South right now. They want to see this thing go back to the black team. I'm black. I'm team black.
I seriously doubt that. Okay, so round 3, for it all.
Joy.
Would you rather become a world famous model or
work for ESPN and host your own sports betting show.
ESPN betting show.
And always bet on black. All right. The Mouth of the South is back in the winner's seat. Thanks to our very own Dallas, Texas' Joy D'Angela. I am so excited to be crowned once more. I want to thank you, Joy. I want to thank you, Kevin, for being a good host, for being a good guest. Hey, it was a good competition. You almost had it, son. You almost had it. All right, Joy. Well, the title of the show is You Got Next. And so we want to talk a little bit about what the future holds for you here. So what do you see coming down the immediate pipeline for you? What can fans look forward to turning on next week or in the next couple months? Any big projects?
Oh, yeah, of course. I literally just signed. I have a promotion deal with NBA 2K. So I'm going to be starting that really soon, probably like the next few weeks. So I'll be working with them and building with them. Me and the kid 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤, we have our own pregame show. So we're working on that as well.
You know why she laughing, huh, Kevin? You know why she laughing, huh, Kevin? Y'all heard it first. Sports Life Talk. We got the name.
And yeah, you have the name for my co-host, of course. So we're working on that. We have those coming from now until the finals ends. So we're working on that as well. And yeah, we're also talking about starting our own podcast, because right now we had one with B-Dot, me and him. But B-Dot, he's catering now, he's DJing now, and we're thinking about doing our own in-studio podcast in the future. So we're thinking about that. I'm also going to be starting Unrestricted season 2 really soon. I got some more interviews coming out, so looking forward to that. And I'm also about to I also model. So I have a cover coming out, my very, very first cover of my very first magazine. So I'm very excited about that as well. So that's what's happening right now.
You are the true definition of You Got Next. You are bubbling up for real. So what? So first off, what the stick? Oh, you nasty with the sticks? Can you really play some 2K, Joy? Because you gassing me right now. You got me about to put the game in just so I can get with you on this court.
Yes, I can play 2K. Now, what I will say is that I am a little rusty, and the last time I played 2K, someone scored 81 points for John Wall. But it was because I hadn't played in like a year. That's why. That's what happened. I hadn't played like a year. But since that happened, I've been playing more, and I'm kicking the dust off. So I'll be back soon. I gotta get ready for all the 2K stuff. So, but yeah.
You tightened up, huh? You tightened up.
Yes, I'm tightening up. Yeah, because you start focusing on modeling and basketball, like watching basketball, and I got real rusty and I got my butt kicked. But ever since that happened, I've been in my bag.
Can you share with the fans your gamer tag, or is that kind of like, hey,
Oh yeah. My gamer. My gamer tag is joydeangela. It's my Instagram name. Yeah, I'm sure they're my followers before it. So yeah. Anybody can get the smoke.
Because I want the smoke. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm trying to be special, just so we could just get the gamer tag. I want to share it with everybody else.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Joy. Because me and Kev, we really been contemplating this. And so, listen, fans, y'all hearing the conversation that normally would happen off air, you hearing it live. Me and Kev been thinking about either starting a Sports Life Talk 2K League or a Sports Life Talk Madden League. If we start the Sports Life Talk 2K League, will you be a guest player in the league?
Of course. No problem.
Right. I'm super excited. This was all worth it for me now.
You said what?
What's the big dream? What is your big dream? What is the end all be all? This is what I want to accomplish. I lose sleep at night thinking about this. What I want to do.
So my big dream, like I really, when it comes to my dreams and my goals, I really think big. Next year I'm gonna be launching my own. I haven't seen it done a lot, but I'm gonna be launching my first, a basketball, like I guess like a sports based clothing line, and it's gonna be like really, really dope design. So I'm working on that as well. So just I guess being like a really big icon in sports, and then eventually an icon in general. I'm also really good at writing skits, because I write a lot of skits on my Instagram, and so I eventually want to get into like movies and writing my own movies and directing and stuff like that as well, because I knock out skits in like seconds.
And
they
high
hit.
sense. the 𝐿𝐴𝐳𝐽 gave me that Tyler Perry vibe. I ain't gonna even lie, like she killed that.
I wrote that skit in like maybe like 10 minutes and it was done. And 𝐿𝐴𝐳𝐽 told me they liked the character. I said, okay, I'll bring her out, and I did it.
Do grandma for everybody real quick. Do grandma for everybody right now.
Oh my God. It's funny because her wig's over there, but
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, her wig over there. She over there with her little pearls and her glass over there right now. But yeah, like I said, just I do want to get in directing and writing movies. I feel like I'll be really, really good at that. And I said, like I said, my clothing line. And also, eventually, maybe in my 30s or whenever, I do want to end up opening up my own sports agency and representing different athletes and stuff like that as well. And I may end up going back to school for that, because before I dropped out, my major was sports management. So I may make it back into that. But yeah, just I guess for me, like the main goal for me and my main dream is just to dominate in whatever I do. So whatever, if it's sports, if it's movies, or if it's modeling, even my modeling, like I do pretty well. I really do pretty well with modeling as well. So just dominate. That's the dream and that's the goal. Just dominate.
All right, Joy. So where can everybody find you on social media?
My Instagram is joydeangela. My YouTube is joydeangela, and my Twitter, which is growing pretty fast. I made it last year, and it's joydeangela as well. So everything is joydeangela. Make it nice and simple.
So to make sure, because you have the apostrophe, but not on your social media, right? You don't have to put the apostrophe in your social media.
Yeah, so it's just joydeangela. Like, so D'Angela's my middle name, and so it's just JOYDEANGELA. And there's no now in my real name there's an apostrophe, but you can't use it on social media, so that's why. Okay.
I just want to make sure the fan, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them are seeing, and they may try to put that apostrophe in there.
Yeah.
All right. So any shout outs?
I want to give a shout out to Russell Westbrook, the GOAT of triple doubles, the GOAT of basketball, Russell Westbrook. I want to give a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to my manager, 𝐥𝐤𝐬. I want to give a shout out to my best friend, the 𝐦𝐤𝐤. I want to give a shout out to my family and my friends and all of my supporters and followers on Instagram.
Hey, that was a dope list. Hey, why is Russell Westbrook so underrated? Why do we as sports fans insist on not giving this man his roses?
To be honest, I find it very disrespectful that Russell Westbrook.
Disrespectful.
Because, and the thing is, players like that, they're not going to be loved until he's retired. But it's because he don't got a ring. And the thing, and here's what it is. Russell Westbrook, he's never cared about what the media thinks about him or the fans or whoever. And so because of that, he's never cared about controlling the narrative of himself. So when KD left, and, he was there by himself, KD kind of put out that narrative like it was Russ, that's why I left. Russ is the reason why I was perfect and everything else. And people ran with that. And he never came out and said, hey, that's cap. I'm trying to fit myself. He never, because he don't care. But because of that, I think that whole stigma stuck with him until that time. And so I think that's what,
right.
Yeah. And that's what happened. Now, does he care? Probably not. But does it hurt to know that people don't appreciate you while you're there? I'm pretty sure it does. But that's why I'm such a big supporter and fan of him, because I can see how underappreciated he is. And I want to be able to say that I supported him before everybody else loved him. Because people are going to say, oh, he was a Met. When he retires, they're going to love him then. But I want to love him now when it matters.
Well, I tell you what, we care about you and we love you while it matters. And we want to thank you so much for coming on the show. We so sincerely appreciate your time. You've been amazing. This is probably one I'm gonna put on repeat. I'm gonna highlight it, start, do all kind of crazy stuff with it to make sure I can just always go back to that one moment where I talk to the tour de force, the domination of Joy D'Angela. And Joy, you got next. Thank y'all for rocking with us for another episode of Sports Life Talk. You got next. Hey, remember, smash that subscribe button. Hey, leave us some likes, some comments, all of that stuff. It goes a long way in helping us out to accomplish our dreams, to get on the same level and dominate like Joy. Tell us what you thought about our top 5. Hey, tell us if you think, drop your gamer tag. We'll link up with you too. We'll play. We're not as big as her, but we'll play. We'll play a little bit with you. And remember, Kevin and I, we go live on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. We stream on Facebook and YouTube at Sports Life Talk. It's just that simple to be a part of the family. Kev, any final words, sir?
Not only did I lose championship round, she dogged the hell out of the Dallas Cowboys. So no, I am done talking.
Best show ever. Hey, listen, y'all take care of yourselves. We love y'all. Be safe. Be blessed. Hey, y'all take care of each other, and we will see y'all again next time on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
Lil' baby say I'm fly, she see me. I know I got a drown in the drip, but I double cause I'm tired of the vibe, she clingy. And I don't play around with the wrist, when I get it, you already know the vibe, it's VVs. I swear I feel alive when I'm in the yo into the AM, making vibes on repeat. And I ain't gotta lie, you see these. She said she want a vibe, she need 3. Each one for my boys, my teamies. Swimming through the riches with my squad, believe me. Iced out Audemars, Philippe's. Big dog since a jit, know I'm 8. Cook and let them know I'm different raw with the apron. Do this for my sons, I know it's mine for the taking. Lil' baby look like she the type that be playing. Slide and I skate this. She done me probably thinking who this. Yeah, money now it's funny how I see the mood switch. For a boy lame girl, funny how the two mix. I got them uptight, now they got the loose lips. Want the doors with a suicide on them. If I'm winning, gotta put my slimes on it. I ain't buying no Gucci or Prada. That she my man and it's proof for her solid. Dripped and finesse like Kyrie. Young man with his own brand, I designed it. Whole gang got a wrist spring cause I iced it. No name in my domain, I'm the nicest. No game, no I used to dream of the diamond. 2 bad things I'm in between like a hyphen. When I pull up to